Hello everybody! It's been a minute since we've done a Leaving the Rock video, hasn't it? Well, I wanted to bring this back for a bit, and a few days ago, two of my friends were discussing this film. One of them was talking how much they loved it. The other were talking how uncomfortable it made them, and how they never wanted to see it again. And both of them could see where the other one was coming from and agree with their point of view. Hearing two such opposite opinions by two people, but they also agreed with each other about those opposite opinions, that's not something you see much in anything in life. And it certainly made me curious about the film. And to make it better, it was on UK Netflix, so it was nice and easy for me to watch this. And I did. And now I have opinions. It's been over 24 hours between me starting the film and starting writing the script for this video. It had actually been about an hour since I started writing the script, because writing the script was difficult, because I still don't know how I feel about it. I enjoyed it, I think I enjoyed it. Even that I can't say definitively. I'm just not sure. I'm happy I watched it. I have no regrets about watching it, unlike some films. Don't look up. But I just don't know. Okay, let's start by explaining what this is. Spirited Away is a 2001 Japanese animated film by Studio Ghibli, written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki, and the film was a massive financial and critical success. I mean, it's even an Oscar-winning film. The story follows a 10-year-old girl, Chihiro Ogino, as she and her family enter a spirit world. Her parents get turned into pigs, and she's forced to work her way to sort of freeing herself and her family. Straight away, this concept is a lot different from anything I've really ever seen before. Now, full disclosure about a couple of things. Number one, I know my pronunciation of Japanese names isn't the best. I'm trying, but yeah, it is what it is. Secondly, this film is Japanese anime, and I generally don't watch anime. I have nothing against it. It's just not what I normally watch, and so there might be things about this that sort of shrew me that I didn't quite get, that maybe the average anime watcher would understand. Maybe this is just what they've come to expect from anime, but it would have thrown me because I didn't know, I wasn't expecting it. Firstly, I want to talk about the things I can very easily discuss, the positives of the film and so on. And the big two that really stand out for me is music and animation. You notice it very quickly, you notice it almost immediately. I noticed it before I really even understood, well, understood what was going on, before the story had even really started. And it really does show throughout the film. They're both above and beyond anything I've come to expect from an anime, of any I've seen, or seen pictures of, or heard music from, or anything. It's just phenomenal. Honestly, I mean, I compare it about animes, but the visuals and that, I mean, this is a hand-drawn, like, this needs to be kind of emphasised, that this is a hand-drawn animated film. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful, and it's hand-drawn. It's incredible, and the music, again, I can possibly think of films and that have done it better, but oh, not really. I mean, it's really, really good. It definitely encourages me to sort of think, hey, maybe I should check out some more stuff from Studio Ghibli, because if this is the kind of quality content they make, yeah, okay, they're a good one. Now we go on to the film itself, onto the story, and I'm still having trouble sorting my thoughts on it. I did enjoy it, I think, but I still can't really say for sure. I found the plot to be regularly confusing, and while some bits made a little more sense later on, most don't. I was happy to see the film had a happy ending, because it was really hard to say how it was going to end, and until that very moment when it did, I wasn't quite sure if that's what was going to happen. In some ways, that's the mark of a strong film, the fact that you never knew what was coming. Too many films, especially these days, have a predictable storyline that you kind of know how it's going to end sort of halfway through, or at the very least you can make an educated guess. This one definitely didn't do that. But I did find the plot to be sort of regularly confusing, and yeah, some stuff was just so random. I mean, it kept me watching because I never knew what was coming. But some of the stuff was so random. I mean, the stink spirit was a prime example that just, I mean, I understand the relevance of the story because it gave her a gift that she then later used. I understand the relevance, but the whole thing was just weird, and that was not the only example. There were multiple things like that that just threw me, that just didn't make sense. Looking into this a little bit, it seems that she entered a world inhabited by kami, spirits that are part of Japanese Shinto folklore. I do wonder if understanding this would have made it easier to understand the film, and perhaps the domestic audience will understand it a lot better. I felt like the world wasn't explained really that well at all. Perhaps it didn't need to be for the domestic audience, which is of course who it was meant for, because the domestic audience would have some understanding of Japanese folklore and myth, the same way that I would when it comes to the English equivalent. So this really leads me to my conclusion about the film, and frankly, I'm still confused how I feel about it. I'm sorry, I'm just confused. There's not much else I can say. I'm happy I saw it. I feel like I enjoyed it for the most part. I definitely don't regret watching it. I'm not sure if I'll watch it again though. However, this has made me curious to see other Studio Ghibli productions, especially because of that high production value. They definitely put a lot of heart into this film, a lot of love and a lot of passion went into this. That much is very, very, very clear. And I do want to see some of the others and see how I feel about them. Would I recommend it? I think so, yeah. Give it a try. See if you enjoy it, especially now that it is accessible on streaming. Because it did confuse me, and I feel like perhaps I wasn't really the target audience. Perhaps this wasn't really a film for me. But this is a critically acclaimed film. Critics and audiences love it. This is very, very popular. It regularly features on lists as being one of the strongest films of all time. It is still the only non-English language film to win an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. It definitely counts for something. There's no doubt this is a very well-loved film. Maybe it wasn't for me, but it's a very well-loved film. And that was Spirited Away. If you've seen the film, how did you find it? Would you recommend it? Do you disagree with anything I said here? Do you have any recommendations of other films of this type that you believe I should watch on this show? Let me know down below in those oh so important comments. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon. Hey, you made the outro. I thought I might as well do it here because I've actually got the camera up. As I said, if you enjoyed, let me know down below. Hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Check out some of my videos. Do you know what? I think some of them are actually pretty good. So yeah. How long is this going to go on for? 20 seconds? When did I start this? I'm not sure. Well, I guess I'll keep talking to myself until we can stop.